Hello there. We're already here a day later. So this episode is called Ayu Finds Out. Episode 13 is like a recap episode, and that is like every year. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot. I knew there was a recap episode every year. I just forgot which number it was. I'm just like, oh, it's 13. One of you reminded me in the comments of the last reaction. I'm just like, oh yeah. But it's called Ayu Finds Out, and apparently she will find out. But what does she find out? Oh, she's obviously already found out about Corsair and Regulus. What if she only finds out about Corsair? She doesn't necessarily find out everything. She just finds out about Corsair maybe. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to get my answer right now. There's no point in me talking about it because I'm going to see it. All right, let's do this. I saw that clip. I laughed the first time I saw it. Just the part where he trips. That sounded like Godzilla's noise at the end. Pigmon! Here we go. I should get some Blu-rays of Ultraman, but I don't think Japanese Blu-rays work in the UK. This was Rekinus' debut, right? I remember being so confused. I was just like, why is Rekinus not moving? Why is he just standing there? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Rekinus was talking to him. I thought that's how he knew the name. Maybe there's some telekinesis going on. That reminds me of Red King. I still prefer Blazer's weapon, but this is still a cool weapon. Hibiki! I can't believe I thought that little thing was like part of Gamora, because it was horn shaped as well. I thought that was just like something to do with Gamora, and it wasn't, it was Trigaron. What if it was Rekinus that told him Trigaron's name? Trigaron's speed is overpowered. he can knock anyone down with that. But that's why I like him. I like him more than Rekinus because of his speed. He looks really cool as well. To be fair, they don't have to tell her this whole story. They could just tell her that Corsair controls these two monsters and say Serato's Omega, you know? She can probably remember because she was there most of the time. And she'll realize, oh, that all makes sense now. I'm glad Ayu's coming now. I thought they're going to spend the whole episode explaining the story. I was just like, when are we telling Ayu this? Yes, they do. No, I think she's scared of something else. It's only Pigmon, don't worry. Oh, Serato knows a Pigmon. Of course, he had many. He used to do everything. That was the dodgy effects part. He knows, but he lost his memory. That's why he can't remember. There's always a distraction from telling Ayu your secrets. What if it's the lady from last episode?
海の向こうの無人島に
何かの影響で本土まで流れ、それでさまよってるうちに対応。
Someone like who? Red King?
今の警察の人だったんだけど、このビルに小さな怪獣が入ったのを近所の人がメイズしらばっくれてたけど、
ピグモンのこと。
島に返してあげないと。
元の島。
よし、俺がひとっ飛びして。
おい、
Just tell her, man.
帰ったら話がある。
ひとっ飛びね。
実はさ、
あゆね、
平さんが言ってたの。
Tyra told her what? That gold Mebius? Whoa.
能力と熱意。
Oh, about that. I thought you somehow knew that who Omega was.
我々を守ったのか。
平さんもあの時オメガか DF の中でもオメガに
That's good to know.
人たちが少しずつ増えてるんだって。オメガは私たち人類を守ってくれ、少なくとも私はそう思え。それで十分。本心を言うとね、ここに来るまで迷ってたんです。真実を追求するべきか。でも2人のこと見てたらまでのことを思い出しちゃって、私はこれからも友人。
俺から言うのも変だけど、ありがとう。
うん。
そっか。でも今まで通りやるよ。
うん。トラトさんもいろいろ大変だと思う。また記憶が戻ったら教えて。
あゆね、言ってなかったけど、あゆねも俺の大事な友達だ。
うん。あ、帰るね。
おう。
So that's it.
知り合ったのがあゆねで本当よかった。前と初めて会った時も、
あの時はさすがにビビったよ。そっか。あの時
空飛って気づいたら裸で山の中。服とかどうしたんだ。
もう親切。
世の中捨てたもんじゃないな。お前が大きくなれるって知ったんだよ。
オメガ。
なんかもうお前と一緒の生活にも違和感。まだ何にも思い出してない。いたおかげで
He starts to remember
言
something.
いたいこと見つかったし、よろしくな。
おう。俺腹減った。
おい、なんだよ。
Of course, of course, of course.
ラーメン食いに行っか。
お、あ、いいね。残りな。
待ってよ。そうそう、待ってよ。
Why are they glowing? What's happening there? So she didn't find out everything, just some things. She just chose not to pursue the truth. I kind of was hoping for a bit more there, but to be fair, it's probably a good thing that they didn't reveal everything to her in the recap episode. I feel like it deserves a bigger episode than that anyway. So I'm guessing she finds out maybe towards the end, probably like maybe last episode, but I think she will find out. I think that will happen. I did have a theory at one point, because they always emphasize on the debate of whether Omega is here to protect humanity. And that makes me think sometimes, because this is an outrageous theory that I don't think is true, but I had this thought in my head just for 1 second. What if Omega wasn't good? What if he was actually evil, then he lost his memory, and then Corsair taught him to be good, and then he gets his memories back later, then he remembers who he was, and then he turns evil again. Then Corsair has to fight him, and then he turns him good again by... Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's too crazy. It would be incredible writing, but there's no way. Nah, I had this theory for a second, because obviously in the episodes they're always talking about what humans think of Omega, their perspective of him. Like, is he really good? Is he secretly a bad guy? So that's what gives me thoughts in my mind. What if he is a bad guy? He just forgot he's a bad guy. But because he met Corsair, he learned to be a good guy. So when he gets his memories back, it's going to be a conflicting personality between good Omega and bad Omega. And then Corsair has to fight him to remind him of their time together. Nah, that's too much. That's too much. There's no way. That's not it. I don't actually believe that. I'm just saying it's a potential theory, but it's too crazy. It's a way too. That can't be the story. Surely that can't be the story. But I just thought about that. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting when he gets his memories back. He's getting something back because he did remember. He did remember. It seems like obviously he had a vision of it when he was taken out a couple episodes ago. He had a big vision of it. Probably the moment where he lost his memory. Whoever that villain was had him by the neck, and that's probably the moment where he lost his memory. So he's starting to remember that moment. He probably doesn't remember it in full context, but he's starting to remember some things here and there. So I'm very intrigued to see how that plays out. I'm very excited now for next episode, which hopefully is good. So yeah, obviously a recap, but a good recap. A pretty good recap with a bit of fun Pigmon in the middle. Pigmon didn't really play a big role in this episode. He was just there to be a bit silly. I did think he'd do a little bit more, but I thought that was pretty cool as well. When they mentioned Pigmon Island, I thought Red King? I'm thinking too much of old shows. But like Pigmon, who's meant to be on an island, he's supposed to be on an island, but now he's run away from the island. Or what could drive him away from an island? In previous shows, Red King. I'm sorry, I like Red King, so I want to see him back, but I don't think they're gonna. They've been mostly doing new kaiju in this, although Gamora was in this, so who knows? There could be some returning kaiju. Who knows? But I'm very excited for next episode. So yeah, interesting show so far. I think it's picking up a little bit. Last two episodes I think have been very good. So yeah, bring on next week. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you